Okay.
I figured in my wisdom we should probably talk how to use pathways for resistant members as well as new clubs. Because new clubs are the way we keep alive. Oh yeah, fancy animation. First of all, like I said, this is this week selling pathways, and last week is the last official support session. And so, think of any questions you might have for that last one. If we want, I can continue these beyond June 3rd. Next week is Memorial Day, and I most likely will not be in Lincoln. Okay. So I first want to hear from you. What do you think some of the key selling points of pathways are? Whether it be
More resources. There's more resources available to us.
Yep. Lawyer Linda, do you have any suggestions?
Well, you have quicker access to the material once chartered.
Yes. And we're going to actually get the information chartering too here.
And you also you can tailor the program to individual needs. It's not one size fits all until you get to the advanced manuals, but from the get-go.
And I think that the corporate clubs would appreciate this that it provides more opportunities for real life relatable experiences in what's provided in the materials. It's more applicable to real life
Indeed.
opportunities.
Okay. Okay, so can I go through the things I found for key selling points? First of all, existing members. I know that we're going to have members who resist. That's just the nature of change. So what we have to tell them, there's more variety, new opportunities, straightforward materials, and more resources. By straightforward, I mean it's not a bunch of, basically they cut down the text, from what I can tell. Sometimes the descriptions in the manual got a little intimidating to read, and people skipped it. I guess of you, who has all started a project in Pathways?
I've started one.
Okay.
I think some of the videos I think are kind of uninteresting is a way to say it. Or repetitive. Maybe it's because I know what they're going to say.
Yeah. So my guess is the higher level projects will be a little more interesting.
Yeah. But you have to start at the beginning, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right. Which one are you doing, Floyd?
It's one of the leadership ones. I forget which one it said I should start with. I wanted to be the speaking one because I'm tired of leadership. I want to learn how to speak. And everything came up, you got to lead, you got to lead, you got to lead. I think came up on the communication.
You could have picked your own path, though, Floyd. We have to remember that.
I know. For the first one, I wanted to do what they picked for me, and then the second one I'll pick for me when I have to buy it. But I wanted to see what it was like so I could tell the new member coming in.
Good idea.
Floyd, your second one you can get for free. You do know that, right?
They told us we had to pay for it.
No. I
thought we got 2 for free.
Yep, 2 for free.
And then we had to start buying them.
Yep, that's correct.
And everybody, all the other guys have been correcting me, and everybody else has too, and said I was wrong. And I should have just said, Jacob said.
I was told people are having problems getting the second one, or when it asks, what do you do?
Hi, Laurel. For the second one, you have to email supplyorders@toastmasters.com to request the second free path.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I was looking for the second one and couldn't figure out how to get to it. So I thought, okay, so I got to do the first one first. And I was waiting until tonight to ask you how can I multiple paths if I can't get to them.
Nope, you just email supply orders. Now, being international, it will take a while to get a response back from them.
Yep.
So I went ahead and requested my free one already, my second one already.
Okay.
Because you can have them lined up and active, but not started.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
And so that can be another selling point to existing members.
Yeah. That is a selling point because you could be working on a leadership focus, and then you can also be doing the second path that's more communication focused.
Yeah. Now, one thing you're technically not supposed to do, but you can do. One of the big complaints I hear is that you can't work forward. Well, technically This is correct. If you're okay not getting the supporting materials, you can look at your other projects available in your path on different levels. I actually did that tonight with Understanding Your Leadership Style. That's a level 2 project, but I'm still on level 1. So you can work forward, just won't have all the available materials. And then you just save that evaluation once you have gotten to that level.
which one did you say you're doing, Jacob?
The path I'm doing is visionary communication.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of a combination leadership and public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight I did Understand Your Leadership Style. That's a level 2 project,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm only on level 1 right now.
Okay.
Because Claire can attest that was a very much leadership style speech I gave tonight.
Yes, it was very interesting.
So those are existing members. One thing I will say, do not just tell them that they have to do it. That will give you the biggest resistance to change. Show them that it's worthwhile and don't threaten them.
I like that.
That's tacky.
Good advice.
Just voluntold them.
Yes.
Yes, like we do to many Toastmaster leaders. They're voluntold. But, encourage them. You're all leaders. I think everyone but Linda started a path, and I know she will soon. So you can lead by example.
Promise.
Okay.
Well, I think we don't have to rush them, though.
No, don't rush them.
I think if they want to I think we want to strongly encourage them to log in and start looking at the pathway materials.
Yes.
And then look at that 66-page document if they want to see the project descriptions, share that document, encourage them to give that consideration, do the assessment. And if they want to because some people are just more methodical and want to be very thoughtful about that process. And I think if we push them too much, then that'll be more intimidating than what it needs to be.
It will be. Let them go at their own pace.
I agree with that.
Yeah, let them go at their own pace. It's supposed to be self-paced. So,
yeah. And I'm just saying, as leaders.
yes, as leaders,
let them kind of see it in action. So if they see it, they'll be more comfortable with it. Okay. Now, new members and clubs. Now, I know, Linda, you won't be the club growth director next year, but you know what? It's still good to know this. Because we are all club growth directors in some way.
You sure are.
And that is
Jacob.
really corny.
I like that. I want everyone to know that. It's so
Yeah,
true.
but they don't want to.
Yeah, there's some
Been
resistance.
preaching that all year long.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I know you have, Floyd. So, look at new members and clubs. And this is stated earlier with corporate, real-world applicability. I mean, we've seen those 59 projects available and more to come. Its focus is on the real world now. A lot more than our now old system did. Still learn at your own pace, expansive variety of topics to learn, cheapest and best value for this type of program. It was 2 years ago. I actually sat down and figured the cost. Way cheaper than anything else. Let me see if I can't locate that image. Because it compared.
Are you like comparing it to Carnegie and stuff? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot cheaper than those.
And then I was even making the point of
it's even cheaper than the tradition. Yeah.
So I was also going for, for college kids to join Toastmasters to make sure they don't fail their speech class in college, because that could be detrimental if they would fail that class, have to retake it. Oh, I don't have it on my folders here. I'll have to resend it out later. But then I just saw today, it doesn't really fit in here. When new clubs charter, this has been a big debate item lately. What do they get since everything's online? Now, they don't get online access until the clubs are chartered. But when you have a new club, you want them to have speeches to do. Today, they get the first level printed out. Now, the first level is the same in every path, so they figured that was a good one, and that gives them about 6 speeches. So they have those printed out so they can work in pathways without having online access.
Okay, I have a question here for you.
Yes.
I understand that every one of the first speeches is an icebreaker.
Yep.
So they have 6 icebreakers that they can do?
Well, there's the icebreaker. There's the evaluation and feedback, which is multiple speeches. There's
2.
research presenting. And I think it also gives a few more in there as well.
Okay. So whenever when you give the icebreaker and you get the feedback the first time, then you have to re-give that speech to see if you can correct what you need to correct or improve to improve it.
Yes.
I thought you were repeating
Before you move on.
That second speech you re-give.
Yeah, because I evaluated that one for someone. They had to give it 2 times, not the icebreaker.
No, the research presenting, or the evaluation feedback speech you give twice.
Yes.
And that's purely to help make sure you're actually reading your evaluations, because people don't do that. Which is also why we want to upload those evaluations to our base camp so we can go back and review them. If we want, we can review that tonight as well, how to do that.
Okay.
Now, you got some goodies tonight too. Electronic goodies. Marketing materials provided by Toastmasters. They have redone a lot of those flyers and got rid of the terrible stock photos.
Oh, goody.
I can't tell you how many times I laughed at the stock photos Toastmasters used to have.
Really?
Now, I'll email these flyers out in my recap email. And then within Pathways itself, it does have projects for members to work on marketing the club. These are the ones I found. Make connections through networking. They can network with other people to get them to join Toastmasters. We encourage that, so they can get credit for that now. Create a podcast about Toastmasters. Now, I know we have one go for D24 already, but people get creative. If they have a really interesting club, which every club is in its own way, they can do a monthly podcast about that that club. building social media presence, writing a blog, and public relations strategies. Now that is all built in for Toastmasters for helping to market the club. Now it doesn't have to be for marketing the club, but you might as well use it since you have that opportunity. Okay, let me see if we can't pull up one of those flyers.
Oh, that'd be good.
Let me see, just have to get that folder open now. At this point, about 9% of my documents on my computer is all Toastmasters.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, yes. Kind of like my Toastmasters vomit I had yesterday.
Well, you're looking for that. The leadership thing that it gave me was team collaboration.
Yes. That's a good one, too.
That's the one, that's my first one.
Now, there's two.
Oh, that's your path? That's your path, Floyd?
That's my first path,
Okay,
team collaboration.
got it. I'm doing leadership development.
Ah,
Okay, so
I
here's
think leadership development was my second one.
I kind of ignored what told me my top one should be, because I didn't want to do it. It was supposed to be dynamic leadership, but I went visionary communication instead.
Well, I'm going to do visionary communication, but I wanted to go through the process because hopefully I'll get to start a couple more clubs before my term is over.
Yeah.
And I got a couple that want to start in August, and so I'll be working with Mark on those since I already made the contact.
Oh, yeah. Exciting.
So here is one of the flyers that Toastmasters rolled out for Help Mark Your Club. Now this is a fillable PDF form, so you can actually type in the club information.
All I'm getting is a picture of a telephone.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, I apologize.
It's coming up a lot.
I'm the picture of the telephone. I'm dialing
There.
on my phone.
I
How's
thought it was-
that?
Here it is.
Okay.
I apologize. We have to turn the screen sharing on.
Well, I just thought maybe you weren't wanting to show us something.
No.
I've got this flyer if anybody needs it.
Yep, and it's going to be emailed out in tonight's
Okay.
recap. And then here's the second flyer.
Yeah.
I've already put that one to use.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Linda has two.
Yes,
They look a
Great,
lot
yeah,
better
that-
than did. And I feel they give better information as well. Let me see if I have anything else.
Okay, those look more business focused. So
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I think those are the two that's been rolled out so far.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, those are the two flyers that Toastmasters rolled out for everyone.
is it okay if we still use the old flyers?
Yeah, you
That
can
we
still
have?
use them.
Okay.
Just know that these are now other ones you can use as well to help promote your clubs.
I don't like this one you got up right now just because it is too light. The background is too light.
Yeah, it is quite
I like this one better.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too.
a little more contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives a
Yeah.
lot more better information.
Yes.
Are those copyrighted, or can we take them to a print shop and get them printed?
You can. Hey, this is good for my PR role. I'm starting here next month.
Get in.
With Toastmasters material, if it is approved and sent out by Toastmasters International, you can print it. Though you cannot change anything other than the text in the fillable text box.
Right, in the little box. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as you don't change anything else, you're good to go.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes, you can get them printed. If you can download it, print it on your computer legally, then you can take it to a print shop and have them print and save your ink.
Yep.
Right. Staples gave me crap, and then the lady that's understood what I was telling her is out on sick leave still, and so I'm not being able to print anything there.
Oh, no.
But I'll try again I'd like to get these printed. I like this dark one that you've got here. This is nice.
Yep, as long as you don't alter any of the organization.
I wouldn't know how to alter anything anyway, so it's not a problem.
And neither would I.
Me neither.
So
I'm doing good to get the little text in the box.
yep, and that's just like the evaluation forms for Pathways. It's just going to be fillable. And there you go. Just put the club information in there.
Making sure that you spell it correctly.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Yep.
No, this is the new Pathways.
What was that, Floyd?
I said that was the new Pathways. Checking to see if people are paying attention.
Yeah. That'll probably be something we see a lot of people like, oh, hey, I'm supposed to do this? Yes, you're supposed to do it the whole time.
Right.
Yep,
All right.
also goes in my email tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, you mean we missed all your slides?
You did it. I actually spoke all my slides.
Oh, that's what I thought.
So
Okay.
you missed my little icon, that's it. But so that is really all I have for tonight. Are there any questions?
I got mine answered at the Division C Council meeting. Thank you, Jacob.
Well, why don't you go and repeat it so everyone else can get it?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you explain the one about trying to get out of Pathways by using that little back arrow? You explain it. You'll probably make better sense.
Okay, let me get
That was
Pathways pulled up then here quick.
okay.
Calendar, Toastmasters.
You wouldn't think it'd be that hard, but
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Something.
And next week as well, we can actually kind of go through Basecamp itself and show things in a little more detail.
next week, or you mean June 3rd?
June 3rd,
Okay.
next session.
I gotta say, I'll be in Wisconsin on next Sunday, so.
I'll probably be on the Hayrick Raid doing jail shots.
Ooh. Are you traveling, Jacob?
Okay, so what Claire's talking about, because all of you are part of more than one club, because we're all awesome. So right now I'm in Strictly Speaking. Say you want to go to first tier. You can go to this little gear icon up here. Log out.
Which I don't see where you're pointing.
Yeah,
Okay,
where were
I
you?
apologize. We'll get back.
Go back.
I'm going back. Okay,
Okay.
so up here on the
Up
top.
here where? Give me verbal.
I don't see it.
Because we don't
Oh,
see
now
your mouse. We don't see your little arrow.
Wait, I
Oh,
see.
let me make this a little easier for you then.
Have it show the mouse, huh?
I can say it's on that row where it says take a tour, search, and then his picture, and then a little gear. There's the mouse. I see it.
Okay.
Okay, see the arrow here? There's a green arrow.
Yes, I do. I do now.
Okay, so up top here, there's a little gear icon, or cog.
Mm-hmm.
So say you want to switch what home club you're in. You can go to log out, and you're back to the Basecamp landing page. And just simply select which club you want to go to. Continue, and there you go.
Okay.
Now, one thing I actually thought about tonight, I was telling Claire. When you're going to give a speech in the club, go ahead and change your home club to that club. Reason being, if someone wants to leave you feedback, they can't do that unless you're logged in to that club as your home club, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That particular club you're going to give a speech for, you should log to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, if I wanted to give you feedback, Jacob, where would I go to do that? Or if you wanted to give me feedback, where would you go to do that?
Just going to show that, Floyd. So up here in this text box, start typing member's name. So we'll say Donnie. Let's see.
Oh, really?
So you can see the
Search
information
box.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we should be able to go to feedback. And right here, I can leave Donnie feedback,
Okay.
or I can award a badge to her.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Oh.
how you get the feedback.
So you can type in that text box there by your picture in the middle of the screen,
Yeah, so I can do right here.
right there. Like you rock or whatever. Okay.
That's just
Jacob,
process.
do you have to be logged in for feedback to be provided?
You have to be logged in, obviously, to leave the feedback for someone. The other person does not have to be actively logged in. But Donnie, for example, she's a member of, I know, Strictly Speaking, Capital Voices, International Friends. Say she switched her home club to International Friends, I would not necessarily be able to see her information or leave the feedback. So that's why I say make sure to change your home club to where you're giving a speech.
Okay, so I only belong to one club, but if I gave it at I gave my speech at your club, and you want to give me feedback, you could go into mine at Greater Communicators and give it to me?
No. You have to be a member of the club to leave the feedback.
Okay, so
You have a member from an outside club, you have to talk to them.
okay, but that's not the way it was sounding. And then when all the explanations are going out, you can give anybody feedback, they say, but that's not, you can give any club member feedback online.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
should
that's
emphasize that.
Yes. Good
Okay.
point.
So once you've left evaluate your feedback,
Mm-hmm.
either check everyone or just a member. I'm not sure the managers are. So
Okay.
say either edit everyone or just member. Post, and there we go. Now anyone can go in on Donnie's page on Strictly Speaking and see that feedback.
Any member of Strictly Speaking can go in.
Yes, sorry, I should have clear. Any member of Strictly Speaking can go in and
Yes.
see that feedback.
Okay, that makes sense.
Got it. Okay.
And did any of you want to go through how to upload documents?
Sure.
Why don't you do that
Yes.
again? That was helpful.
Okay.
I think a lot of people will be doing that.
Okay, so we'll get back
And
to the
it's
home
really not
page.
hard. Yeah.
Okay, so you got your home page. I'd just say go to Education Transcript. Then you see in here feedback. You can see if anyone left you feedback. No one's done that for me yet. The transcript itself. See different things I've been working on. Then you have your e-portfolio. Now this is where you can view the badges you've been awarded and upload documents. Now, you go to whatever level the is in, add file. Let's see here. It doesn't pertain to this level, but I'll upload my HPL information I just scanned in it this morning. So let it load up, add, and there we go. The upload is now
You can delete it too, right?
Yep.
Can you
just
delete
go
it
to the
if
side arrow, open or delete.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent.
Yep, now it's uploading here. You'll be able to access anywhere that you log into for Pathways. I think once people get used to this feature, they're going to love it. Just because they'll have the material handy and not have to dig through their books. Or are there any other questions with the selling pathways or Basecamp?
Let's see, what else did I have trouble with?
Jacob, I see there where you've got e-portfolio and then you got My Documents and you got level 1. My Documents, that's what's on the path, loaded up to Pathways, or is that what's on your computer?
Nope, that is the storage system
No.
on Pathways. So you
Okay.
have the portfolio.
Yeah, I saw the e-portfolio. So your document, it says documents across the top of the, you had it just above where you uploaded your HPL. There
Yep.
was a line there, it's a small print, and one of them said documents.
Yep, so you go to ePortfolio, and then you select Documents tab.
Yep. Okay, that's the documents within, right there, that's the ones within the e-portfolio.
Essentially what that line of text is showing you the path of where the document's at.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Oh, so you see you have all 5 levels, and you also have My Documents
Mm-hmm.
for maybe something that does pertain to a particular level. Like I can put my HPL information in there. It's all however you want to organize it. No one else sees these documents except for you.
Jacob, the other problem, remember, that I had that we figured out kind of loosely is that if you have a partial window open, you may not be seeing the bottom of the screen, and you may be missing a submit button, and that will make all the difference in the world as to whether you can complete that icebreaker or not.
Yeah.
I had trouble with that.
And I don't want
So
to
anytime, yeah, open your window every time, all the way.
Yeah, make sure you open your windows all the way. Let's see here.
Some of that's just how to navigate through this Cornerstone thing.
Yep. So this is my transcript right now. And let's see. Gonna open curriculum. Let's redo the icebreaker. Yep, so you see this small window down here?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and open up full screen. That way, do not miss any buttons. And that was what Claire was talking about before as well.
Yeah, if you skip a step, you don't get credit for what you're doing. So.
Yep, you have to go all the way through. Because I've done this already, I'm not going to go back through the pointless text. And go to the assessment. I'm just going to make them go through the pointless text. There we go. Skip ahead. Yep, just make sure you're going all the way through. And doing everything
Okay,
you're supposed to.
Stop there. See those little the back and the next? You have to do each one of those. If you do that right caret on the sidebar there, you're skipping steps, and it will know that you didn't look at everything. And then there'll be I had a submit button that was clear down below on the screen, and I had missed that. And I'm on the computer a lot. I mean, it's not like I don't ever use the computer, and I still didn't, I was still missing it.
Yeah.
So when you missed that, Claire, did you have to redo some materials?
I had to reread some stuff. But I clicked through it real fast. Because I knew Jacob's thing said 5% and mine still said 0. So I just went back through and clicked through everything really quickly, and I made sure I opened, and I did it on my desktop. See, and my desktop opens up into full-size windows, and then it was like there was that stinky little submit button down at the bottom, right, one of the last things that I did. And so because I was going to bring my iPad tonight to division council or yesterday to Strictly Speaking, but I figured it out Friday night by going through it. I went through all the steps again though, and that's a frustration that we don't want our members to do. So if we can show them those little tips about how to move around on the screens, like use a PowerPoint, try to pull it up during a meeting, it will alleviate some. I mean, I got very frustrated. The computer was going to go out the window. I know I should have more patience, and that worries me that if it's that hard for me to figure out and I can miss a submit button, if people aren't very computer savvy, they're going to have a heck of a time. And I don't want to promote the print because that's very limiting.
Yeah.
Jacob, this might be helpful to have those screenshots, kind of screenshot tips, just for as we're transitioning into pathways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pay attention, just have like a screenshot and say, hey, pay attention to this part, or this is where you do it to the full screen.
Yeah.
Just as we are transitioning into it, we'll get the hang of it better, but as we're just starting into this.
But every new person's
help.
going to have that same frustration, and if we had something that we could say, here,
But
look at this. There's probably a tutorial out there, but I don't know what, where is it at?
I'll have to look, because there's so many videos out there.
Yeah, I did watch one video, and that's where I picked up on the right caret, left caret, back and next, and don't skip any of those. That's in that might have been in the navigator.
Yeah, and
but
so
the submit button, they didn't talk about the submit button hiding down below the screen. But I like the screenshot idea, something to help people so they don't go through the same frustration.
And
Yeah.
that would be good to have some common lessons learned or something from common mistakes made that people would know.
and see if, and you can always double check, see if accepted. So have that red check mark right by the icon.
Yeah, right there.
And it shows you the curriculum progress as well.
Yeah, my
Well,
screen looks like that. Cool.
So if we'll
All
go
right.
right up tonight, I'll send the information out here later this evening with the video. And then we'll have our last session June 3rd, which I may or may not send a master Q&A document out to you guys if you want it. I say that because it's 300 pages long.
What is it?
The master Q&A document for Pathways.
Oh, yeah, you've talked about that. That's a lot.
Oh, for the guide.
Yep. It has a lot of information on there. It's a little overwhelming. So if you want it, I can send it out.
You could. I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
I wouldn't mind looking at it. I'd probably do it like you did, though, and not read it all in one setting. I would use it to look up in,
Yeah.
like a dictionary.
For a resource, it might be helpful.
Let's see where it's at right now. Yep, 310 pages.
Holy smokes.
Yep, we'll cover that all June 3rd, though.
Is it pretty searchable?
Yes, it's very searchable.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
and we'll have some other information on June 3rd for technically the last session. And think if you want any more going forward as well, because I more than happy to do it because I'll miss doing these. Because I've gotten used to every Sunday night now just being like, hey, I see my usuals.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, Jake, can you send me a few notes on your speech that you did tonight?
Yes, I can.
Even if it's handwritten, scan it and do it that way. I can read your writing, I think.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Jacob.
Yeah, Laura will send me something too.
Okay,
I
excellent.
will.
I leave the state Wednesday morning, so I've got to get these minutes typed tomorrow or Tuesday, or they'll be all leaked out of my brain.
Well, thank
It would
you,
be
everyone, and you have a great week.
all righty. Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jacob. Bye, y'all.
Oh,
Bye.
bye. Good night,
Bye.
Chloe.
Bye-bye.